Okay, when we're talking about squares and square roots. So, the square of any, so let's just, a square is referring to, so 3 square is referring to this figural representation. So 3 squared equals 9, as you can see there, with 9 dots. So, when we are talking negative 3 squared, what we are talking about is negative 3 times negative 3, which equals 9 again. Okay, when we are talking about the square root of 9, let's just do 9 first, but I'll come back to that one. The square root of 9, that is the opposite of the square number. So you've got what squared makes 9 equals 3. You can also find that out by using a factor tree and prime factors. So that equals 3. However, with this one, this can't be done. Because, as you know, negative 3 times negative 3 equals 9. And it has to be the number squared to equal that. And nothing squared gives you negative 9. For example, if you did negative 3 times negative 3, as we said over here, it equals 9. It doesn't equal negative 9. You can't do negative 3 times 3, which equals negative 9, because that's not the same. They're 2 different values. So what we do in this case is we first of all we find the square root of negative 1, and that becomes I, and that stands for imaginary numbers, or imaginary number, and we've got 3 imaginary numbers, 3i, or 3 times I, and that's the answer for the square root of negative 9, is 3i. It doesn't matter what the equation is. If it was square root negative 36, for example, it would then become 6i. So 6 times 6 is 36, and you know that that's the square root of negative 36, which is 6i.